Thank you for joining me. This is the Spiritual Princess, and today I wanted to talk about psychic scams and the most popular scams going on right now. And I'm sure a lot of you have had this happen. I always seem to get the person who sends me a message saying, as soon as I looked at your picture or brought up your account, you have a curse. There's somebody doing black magic on you. And if you want me to remove it, of course, pay me. So I'm going to talk about the most common psychic scams to hopefully educate y'all out there. And of course, these scammers, they don't have any psychic gifts. They're just out to make a quick buck. These scammers are very good at telling people exactly what they want to hear. Like I said, they'll promise to remove a bad luck curse, or they'll say they can bring you great fortune, or they'll even help you find a soulmate. And people who buy into the scams are being taken on an emotional roller coaster ride, and it continues to require more and more money to reach their desired outcome. And of course, they never do. So if you or somebody you know has participated in one of these scams, you're not alone. And like I say, there's good and bad in every profession, and psychics are no different. And of course, the people who mock it are going to look for ways to be con artists, and they won't actually have any gifts, but they'll scam millions of people every year and rob people of money and their emotional well-being, which angers me deeply. So what can you do? I'll give you a couple things to watch out for. So watch out for people promising with fees. So somebody who guarantees you good health, wealth, or fortune, these promises are commonly used scams which usually have a price attached to them. Now, I, as a legitimate psychic medium, of course, do charge for my time and my energy it takes to actually give a reading. But these are people who have no gifts whatsoever. And never ever give out financial information. I'm sure you all know that, but don't give out money or credit cards or bank account information to anyone you don't know or trust. And that's why in my description box, I have a disclaimer that says, I will never contact you. I would never contact somebody and say, I'll give you a reading, or go to my WhatsApp or whatever other, apps are out there. But I would never, ever do that to anybody. You have to know who you're dealing with. If you want to engage the services of a psychic or medium, just be sure you know the total cost of anything you order or want to get for a session, and that you're going to get exactly what you receive. And ask about any hidden costs. Ask if there are any conditions or ongoing or hidden costs associated with getting their services. And you can also check with a trusted friend or a loved one before searching or reaching out for these services of a psychic or medium. October 1st of 2021, there was a California man sued a psychic. Her name was Sophia Adams, because she took his money but failed to help him, telling this man he was cursed. The lawsuit basically said that he searched the internet for a psychic and came upon this lady who lived in LA, and she told him he was cursed, and the curse was put on him by a witch hired by his ex-girlfriend, and it placed him and his family in serious peril. She said she could lift the curse and demanded $5,100 to do so. So, of course, it didn't work. She never helped him. And all it did was cause this man serious suffering, sleepless nights, anxiety, you name it. So he sued her for $25,000 in damages. You definitely have to be careful out there. It reminds me a little bit of catfishing. It's where they just set out to take your money and lie to you and tell you anything you want to hear, promise you love or whatever. So just, it's something to be very aware of, because there's so many people who do this and give psychics a bad name, because there's good and bad in every profession. And it makes me so angry when people are getting hurt because, you know, they want to trust someone and they can't. You also have to be careful of like astrology, tarot, or other psychic services, because you might follow a social media account that posts something about astrology or tarot, and you notice the content creator offers personal astrology and psychic reading. So, of course, you go book a session, and after you select a time and date, you're redirected to pay using a digital wallet app such as Cash App or WhatsApp. And when the time comes for your session, the psychic is unreachable. So never ever do that over any social media. There have been so many complaints with the Better Business Bureau about this kind of scam. There was another victim. She lost $3,500 because they told her they would give her a healing meditation to get rid of evil spirits. And so, of course, she paid up front for this psychic or whoever to cleanse the evil spirits and do this meditation. And of course, they were nowhere to be found. So a way to avoid social media psychic scams are evaluate that seller's social media profile. Look for somebody who posts all the time, responds really quickly, and clearly displays and describes the services. That's kind of a red flag. Any disgruntled customers, if they have customers, and that's not always a foolproof way, because they can always delete or hide comments. Check for clear appointment protocols, because a trustworthy professional will have a streamlined process dictating how they book appointments to ensure they do not overbook. Get everything in writing. So have that person provide written confirmation of your purchase, like with an invoice or anything. And details and instructions on what to do in the event of a cancellation. Look out for red flags when paying. So one customer told the Better Business Bureau, insisted they pay with a digital transfer app, and then they were required to label that charge as a friends and family payment, which circumvents safeguards in place that could otherwise protect the consumers. And then understand what you're paying for. So look for clear explanations of services and prices so you know exactly what you're getting as part of a service. I have done another video about how to spot a phony psychic. I think it was with my skeptics video, but I'm not sure. But that's another one. I list some other ways you can really spot a fake, just to help people out. So I hope that helps somebody out there, or many people. I know they've even come after me and tried to scam me, like I said, because I have several social media profiles that they don't know what I do. They're not all about being a psychic. I'm also an author. I had a radio show, so I have all kinds of stuff, and I still get them. Oh, you have black magic on you and you're going to die. I actually had somebody tell me I was going to die. And I just thought, oh Lord, what people do for money. So be careful out there. Love and light.